Weee Center, we do e-waste management. When we talk about circular economy, e-waste is one of those things some people throw to the ocean. E-waste is anything that is either overtaken by technology or is obsolete. Meaning, if you have a phone that you used to use maybe a few years back, it used to just make phone calls, now you cannot access the internet. It means it is e-waste. So Bram will give us some figures about how you can extend the lifespan of those gadgets.
So I'm from Close the Gap, Impact Project Manager, and we from Close the Gap try to bridge the digital divide by collecting used ICT material and provide that to social projects in developing countries. We are starting 2 entities in Kenya to expand our local impact, an innovation hub in Mombasa and a refurbishment plant together with Weee Center on the same location. So far we have collected 850,000 assets. We've provided more than 5,000 projects in more than 50 countries with high quality used ICT material. And 80% of that material even went to Africa and a lot went to Kenya. But it's not enough. There is still a big ICT gap in Kenya. And we like to work on that because only 5 students out of 100 in Kenyan schools have access to a networked computer. And only 6 to 8% of the households have a working computer. So we would like to change that, and we call for action, and we actually need you for that. So we would like to ask you, will you help us create more social impact by donating your used ICT material and e-waste? And if you want to do that, and please do, can you leave your email address so we can contact you and start creating more impact? Maybe while you're typing and filling in your email address, it's good to know that already 5 or 20 computers can give access to 100 students a week in a school to get their digital skills and be competitive on the labor market. Maybe you have some other facts, Bonnie?
Kenya, how much e-waste do we generate in a year? In 2011, we used to do slightly above 11,000 tons of e-waste a year, but now we're at 44,000, just a few years later. Most of this e-waste ends up in dump sites, ends up in our rivers, but you can still extend the lifespan of some of this e-waste. If you look at the lifespan of computers and laptops, a good laptop, good computer can serve you between 5 to 10 years. But I believe with the appetite we have for equipment, we change phones, laptops, computers, maybe some people 6 months, others 1 year. Yeah? So when you have those gadgets properly refurbished, you can extend the lifespan. Like Karin said, somebody can say this is waste to them, but to another person, it is something of value. It's the same thing with gadgets. If you have a computer that you think is waste to you, it can still be used by another person. So what we encourage you to do is look at your offices, look at your homes, see how much gadgets or devices or equipment that you have, and you've stocked them somewhere, and you're not using them. Those equipment, they can still be used by another person somewhere. So we Center partners with Computers for Schools Kenya. And to date, we've done over 370,000 computers to learning institutions. Most of these computers have come from Close the Gap in Europe. These computers also, we get some locally from our good partners. I see Michael, Safaricom. Oracle. So we have a few companies who, instead of just going straight to recycle their computers, they give to Computer for Schools, it is refurbished, and we extend the lifespan of those computers. So even us here, we can also borrow the same mentality and try to extend the lifespan of the equipment that you have, and that's why we are here, to call you to take action and to also reduce the equipment. In your offices, you don't need to buy printers for everybody. Yeah? If we are looking at circular economy, you only need maybe 1 printer, which can be networked, and it can be used by almost everybody in the office. So those are the kind of things we talk about when we look at circular economy.